Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, we'll be continuing with the political science video series. So before getting into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends, and also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. So without wasting time, let us get into today's video. So today's video is about elections and party system in India. So the topic is elections and party system in India. So let us see the topics one by one. So first let us see about election, the meaning and importance. Elections is an exercise by which voters choose their representatives. So first of all, election is where voters choose their representatives. And how do they choose the representative, and for what do they choose the representatives? These representatives hold public office. So elections are the process or is an exercise by which voters choose their representatives to hold a public office. So that is the basic definition of the word election. And it is the primary activity in forming a democratic and representative government. So considering a democratic and a representative government, election is the primary activity. Now the term election, if you see the meaning of the term election, the term election is derived from a Latin word. It is derived from a Latin word. The Latin word is elegere. The meaning is to choose or to pick or to select. Choose, pick or select. So the term election is derived from a Latin word elegere, meaning to choose, to pick or to select. So that means election is where voters choose their representatives to hold the public office. Now the word voting was used in ancient Greece and Rome. So the next point is the word voting was used in ancient Greece and Rome. And this word was used during that time to select Roman emperors or holy popes, and all these elections were done, and for this the word voting was used during that time in ancient Greece and Rome. Now the political parties play an important role in election. So considering the process of election, political parties play a very important role in the process of election. The voters use their rights, or the voters exercise their franchisee to elect. Okay, they use their franchisee to elect the political party of their choice to form a democratic government. Voters, they use their franchisee to elect, and what do they elect? The political party of their choice. Political party of their choice, and this forms a democratic government. So the term election is derived from the word elegere, Latin word, which means to pick, choose or select, and voting was used in ancient Greece and Rome to select Roman emperors and holy popes. And political parties, they play a very significant role in election, and the voters, they use they exercise their franchisee to elect political party of their choice to form a democratic government. And the government which the voters elect as such is called as the popular government. Okay, now there are different types of elections. So now we are going to see the word or the concept of election in detail. So regarding that, there are different types of elections, and in that we have general elections, then midterm election, re-election, and by-election. Okay, so there are different types of elections, that is general election is there, midterm election, re-election and by-election. So these are the different types of elections. Now let us see what are each of these in detail. Let us see what are each of these types of elections. So first we will see about general election. General election. So general election, it is held periodically. The first thing is general election is held periodically. That is once in 5 years. Once in 5 years. And in this, were all eligible voters on the basis of universal adult franchise exercise their voting rights. In this general election, all eligible voters on the basis of universal adult franchise, they exercise their right to vote. That is what happens in a general election. So general elections are held periodically. Once in 5 years it is held, where all eligible voters, they use on the basis of universal adult franchise, they exercise their voting rights in election. And regarding if you see general election, the adults are based on their universal adult franchise, the people do their voting. Now let us move on to the next type of election, that is a midterm election. Okay, so the next type of election we are going to learn is midterm election. Midterm election. So what is midterm election? It is conducted when the House is dissolved before the completion of the term. Okay, this happens when the House is dissolved before completion of the term. That time the election which happens is called as midterm election. And this such situation arises when the ruling party fails to win the vote of no confidence. So this situation, that is when the House is dissolved before completion, this situation happens when a ruling party, when any ruling party, they fails to win the vote of no confidence, fails to win vote of no confidence, and when no political party is in a position to prove its majority on the floor, that time midterm elections happen. So that is midterm election. So it is conducted when the House is dissolved before completion of term. Such a situation arises when a ruling party fails to win the vote of no confidence, and when no political party is in a position to prove its majority on the floor of the House. Next one is re-election. When does re-election happens? This is held when elections are countermanded. Okay, elections are countermanded, that is elections are cancelled due to some reasons, due to many reasons can be there, due to some kind of irregularities. Okay, irregularities, example like booth capturing, or if there is some kind of threatening, uh, etc. Threatening, then bribing the voters, bribing the polling staff, all these kind of issues happen. And if the elections are countermanded or cancelled, that time the election which happens is called as re-election. So this is held when elections are countermanded due to irregularities like booth capturing, threatening, bribing voters or bribing polling staff. All this time the election which happens is re-election. Now the last one which we are going to see is by-election. Now, what is by-election? By-election, this is held generally to fill the vacancy. Okay, fill vacancy. And why does vacancy happen? Due to the sudden death or resignation or even a disqualification of an elected member. Disqualification of an elected member. So, by-election happens when it is generally needed to fill the vacancy due to death or resignation or disqualification of an elected member. So, these are the different types of elections. So, general elections are there, midterm elections are there, by-elections are there, and re-elections are there. So, these were the different types of elections. So now, before going into the next topic, let us just go through the points which we have studied till now. Election and party system in India. Meaning and importance. Election is an exercise by which voters choose their representatives to hold public office. It is a primary activity in forming democratic and representative government. The term election is derived from Latin word elegere, which means to choose or to pick out or to select. Voting was used in ancient Greece and Rome to select Roman emperors and holy popes. Political parties play a significant role in the election. The voters, by exercising their franchise, elect political party of their choice to form democratic government. The government elected as such is called as popular government. There are different types of elections like general election, midterm election, re-election and by-election. General election, it is held periodically once in 5 years where all the eligible voters on the basis of universal adult franchise exercise their voting rights in election. Midterm election, it is conducted when the House is dissolved before the completion of its term. Such a situation arises when the ruling party fails to win the vote of no confidence and when no political party is in a position to prove its majority on the floor of the House. Re-election, this is held when elections are countermanded due to irregularities like booth capturing, threatening and bribing voters and polling staff. By-election, this is held generally to fill the vacancy arising due to the death or resignation or disqualification of an elected member. So now let us move on to the next topic. The next topic is regarding the importance of election. Why are elections important for a democracy? So let us see the topic, importance of election. Okay. So the first importance, election is a foundation of a democratic government. So election is a foundation of a democratic government. So in order to establish a democratic government, election is necessary. So it is the foundation. The second point, it is a key component to provide justice and freedom to all without any discrimination. So it gives justice and freedom to all without discrimination. So elections are based on universal adult franchise. So there we have justice and freedom for everyone and there is no discrimination there. So it gives justice, it is a key component to provide justice and freedom to all without any discrimination. Now the third point is it is designed to create a popular government. Okay, it is designed to create a popular government. We have already studied in the process of election how people choose their political party which they favor and how they create a popular government. So it is designed to create a popular government. The fourth point, fourth importance, it gives citizens an opportunity. So citizens are given an opportunity in election, opportunity to have one's voice heard and choice by which one should be governed. So citizens have the choice in election to make their voice be heard, and they can choose the political party which they favor. So here citizens are given an opportunity, and it enhances the self-respect and dignity of citizens to realize their importance in forming a government. So here it gives an opportunity for the citizens, and also it gives them it shows the importance, it gives importance to their opinion in forming a government. So citizens' self-respect and dignity is enhanced when they are given a chance in voting, chance in election for voting. Now the next one, the fifth point is, it is the barometer of democracy and serves as a forum for discussion of public issues and facilitates the expression of public opinion. See, according to the importance of election is given here. It is the barometer of democracy and it serves as a forum for discussion of public issues. So here public issues are discussed. Public issues are discussed and it facilitates the expression of public opinion, and public opinion can be expressed during elections. So elections are the foundation of a democratic government. It gives justice and freedom without discrimination. It helps in creating a popular government. Citizens are given opportunity and it gives importance to their opinion in forming a government. Public issues are discussed and public opinions are heard. So all these are the important points regarding the election. So some more points are there. The next point, it imparts political education. So election imparts political education and training to voters. Training and political education to voters to actively participate in the activities of nation. So here the voters are allowed to actively participate in the activities of a nation. So that also is an important point regarding election. And it protects the interests of minorities. It also protects interests of minorities by providing a representation in legislature. So election protects the interests of minorities by providing the representation in legislature. Now one more point, election reinforces the stability and legitimacy of political community. Election reinforces the stability as well as the legitimacy of political community. How does it do that? By bringing together citizens of the nation. So it reinforces the stability and legitimacy of a political community by bringing together the citizens of a nation. It makes the representatives to be accountable for their performance in office and conduct. So here in elections, the representatives are made accountable. They are made accountable for their performance in office and conduct. That is the major point regarding election. The representatives are made accountable for their performance in office and conduct, and it contributes to the continuation of democratic government and enables the peaceful transfer of power. Finally, we can say that it contributes the continuation of democratic government and it also enables the peaceful transfer of power. So all these are the points regarding why election is important, that is importance of election. So let us just go through the points which we have studied till now. Importance of election. Election is a foundation of democratic government. It is a key component to provide justice and freedom to all without any discrimination. It is designed to create a popular government. It gives a citizen an opportunity to have one's voice heard and choice by which one should be governed. It enhances the self-respect and dignity of citizens to realize their importance in forming the government. It is the barometer of democracy and serves as a forum for discussion of public issues and facilitates the expression of public opinion. It imparts political education and training to voters to actively participate in the activities of the nation. It protects the interests of the minorities by providing representation in legislature. Election reinforces stability and legitimacy of the political community by bringing together citizens of the nation, and it makes the representatives to be accountable for their performance in office and conduct, and it contributes to the continuation of democratic government and enables the peaceful transfer of power. Now let us see some question and answers regarding the topic which I have studied today. What is the root word of election? The term election is derived from Latin word elegere, which means to choose or to pick or to select. What is election? Election is an exercise by which voters choose their representatives to hold public office. What is general election? It is held periodically once in 5 years, where all the eligible voters on the basis of universal adult franchise exercise their voting rights in the election. What is by-election? It is held generally to fill the vacancy arising due to the death or resignation or disqualification of an elected member. What is re-election? It is held when elections are countermanded due to irregularities like booth capturing, threatening and bribing voters and polling staff. What is mid-term election? It is conducted when the House is dissolved before the completion of its term. Write the importance of elections. The 10 points which I have explained just now, those 10 points you have to write as the answer for this question, that is importance of election. So I hope you have understood all the points regarding election and its importance very clearly. In case of any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.